Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you my current empties from the spring. So check this video out. All right, so current empties. So I have some supplements. I don't really have that much hair stuff, but I do have skincare and I do have makeup. So let's get that started. For those of you who are new to my channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I make fun videos like this all the time. We also vlog weekly and on the weekends, and we would love to have you guys as part of our YouTube family. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. All right, so let's start off with supplements. Okay, so the supplements I'm going to show you, I actually like all the supplements that I am going to be showing you, but majority of them from KSL. If you guys haven't heard me talk about KSL before, I actually get this every month. I get 4 things. I get protein, whey, collagen, I get creatine, and then the new thing that they have is a prebiotic artichoke Inulin. I think that's how you say it. And I will say that I'm definitely using this for the Inulin probably almost a month. Creatine and her protein for about probably 2 months, and the collagen for 3. I will tell you one thing. So let's start with the collagen. So this one has hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. Ever since I started taking this, within a couple weeks, I've noticed, like, I used to get out of bed sore, and not from working out. I just felt like my body was just like achy, my joints, everything. Ever since I started taking this collagen, it has not been doing that whatsoever. So I really know that this one is really, really good collagen. I haven't found anything else that I liked. There's also colostrum in here as well. Obviously, it's infused. But yeah, so if you guys are looking for a new collagen, definitely check this out. Her protein, awesome. I've also noticed ever since I've been taking this one's the creatine, her creatine, my muscles have not been sore. So when I do work out, normally, like, if I hardcore work out, something might hurt, like not my calves, like my upper thighs or my arms, like really sore, where like I'm in pain sore. Ever since taking this stuff, I have not been feeling that at all. So if you guys are looking for a new protein, she does have plant-based protein as well. I use that for baking. The whey is the one I use every single time I work out. And then I, use the creatine every single day in my coffee. So we got those going on. And then this one I can't really tell you if it's good or not yet, because I just started taking it for the past couple weeks. But the reason why it's in my empties is because I take these and I pour them in containers. So yeah. But definitely they said this is supposed to be really, really good for your hormones. It promotes blood glucose control, appetite regulation, digestive health. There's a prebiotic fiber in here. Naturally supports GLP-1 production, and that's what I'm kind of like. But I've noticed, I will say the past couple weeks, I've noticed, even though I've been working out before starting to take this, I've noticed that I am losing weight. I'm not weighing myself on the scale, but I am noticing that there is something going on. My clothes are feeling looser, and I noticed my stomach isn't actually as bloated, and it's getting firmer. Like, there's just something going on. So I'm thinking this is working. Then the other supplements I have from Balanced Babe, and Babe Balance and Babe Bikini by Bucked. I've been taking these for quite a couple months already. I will say I've noticed a difference with these. The Bikini is supposed to help with weight loss. I don't know if this one really works. I'm not gaining weight, so as long as I'm not gaining weight between taking this and that stuff over there, something's happening. If I was gaining weight, I would know that for sure it's not working. But this Babe Balance, I will tell you that my hormones, I have not been as, like, hormonal. We'll just sum that up. Like crying extra, or hot flashes. And the number one thing for me was the hot flashes. As soon as I started taking this, my hot flashes disappeared. So this I would definitely recommend. But I have noticed that that's been working. And then the last thing I've been taking is this amazing hair vitamin Biotin. I am on my 4th month, and my hair, I mean, it hasn't been breaking, so something's going on. So I do like these gummies. They're pretty good. I don't know, I have one more which is 3 month supply. I don't know if I'm gonna get them again, but we'll see, because I know that for KSL, she was saying that she used to have extensions and now she doesn't, because all that stuff's been helping with her hair too. my goal is I want to take as least as possible. I'm thinking that maybe after the Balance Babe is done, because I don't like swallowing pills. I love gummies, yes. That I'm probably not gonna go ahead and get those again and just concentrate on those 4 supplements. I don't know if she's coming out with anything else, but if she is, I probably would try that too. And I would just, you know, want to stick with like the same kind of like brand. All right, so that's all my supplements. The only thing with Empties, I don't know if I'm going to be including supplements anymore in my Empties. I kind of want to, normally my empty videos end up being like an hour long, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So I'm probably going to not share my supplements anymore unless there's something new. But you know what? Like I said, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. You'll definitely see them on my weekly vlog or my weekend vlog. Weekly vlog or weekend vlog. I'm going crazy over here because Barkley's tapping around the table and she always distracts me every single time I do a video. But yeah, there she goes again. But like I said, make sure you guys are subscribed because I'll just go ahead and talk about that, you know, on one of my vlogs. All right, hair. I only have 2 things for hair. We'll start off with Fekkai, and I know I'm saying that right. I used to say this word and I was like, how do you say this brand? I can never get it, but yeah, Fekkai. This is their protein power bond mist. I love this. This is the second time that I've used this. They have an oil that goes with it. It's a very, very watery oil, and I absolutely love that. I like oils that are more watery than like oily. And I use that one every single day. I'm almost out of it, and I'm going to talk about it right now with you guys, even though I'm not quite done. This I would use once a week because I only wash my hair once a week. I would just spray it in my hair and then just, you know, style it as usual. What I notice with bonding products is if my hair does not look like it's breaking, it's a good product. Like I said, I've used this for a couple times. Really, really good. So if you're looking for like a cheaper bonding product, this is definitely one. But like I said, get that and get the oil as well. And then the other one I have, and of course I have 2 of them, and if you guys have followed me for quite some time, you know I should like take stock in this. IGK Antisocial, I absolutely love this bonding dry mask. I use this every single day, and I just noticed it's absolutely amazing. I heard, and this was before when I had extensions, I had my extensions, I did not use this, and after I was done with my extensions is when I found out about this, and they said that this is actually really, really good for extensions, and I'm like, oh, I would love to go ahead and put that to the test. So I had my extensions. My hair is about that long. I got extensions because I noticed, I want to say a bonding product that I was using, it wasn't my hair like thickness wise, it was just, it wasn't growing, it was just at a standstill, and I'm like, okay, something's going on. So I went and got extensions back around Christmas, like literally like December 23rd, and I don't think that they have broke at all. So I think if you guys have extensions and to make them last longer, I really think this really works with extensions. But like I said, and I did see a difference. I used Beach Wavers bonding one, and my hair was breaking. I used it for the like 6 weeks at whatever, you know, how long the product was, and it really did not work. So I went back to that, and I only stopped using it because I was, you know, I had the product. I want to, you know, get rid of the product. And again, IGK Antisocial, amazing. All right, so let's do makeup. So I have a little bit of makeup. I actually have a foundation. This is by Yensa. This is their Super Serum Silk Foundation. I love, love, love. This is my favorite foundation. They have another foundation that has SPF in there. I kind of use that more so in the winter time when I want a little bit of thicker one. This one is awesome. If you guys are looking for a new foundation, you definitely need to try this. The thing with Yensa is they have 8 superfoods that are in here, so it's benefiting your skin. It's benefiting your skin while you're wearing makeup, and that's why I love Yensa. So new foundation. This one's in light medium. That's my normal go-to shade. That's my normal go-to shade is light medium. When I am in the summer, I think I do medium when I get a little bit darker. Then once I get a little bit lighter, I go back to this. Okay. I have this by Bare Minimals, their Complexion Rescue Bronzer. It is a blush and bronzer together. At first I was liking it. It was like a tint of like, I would use it as blush, and it was like this blush with like a little bit of bronzer color into it, and it was like really nicely blending with my skin. And then I used it for like 2 weeks, and all of a sudden when I was putting it on with my makeup, still with the same foundation, it was clumping. It was like, there was like that, you know, like sometimes when you go ahead and put on makeup, like you might have like the blush, and then it looks like there's no color, and then the blush again, and I'm like, I'm done with this. It was like a couple times doing it, I was like, forget this. So I'm not really a fan of this one. And then another blush that I had was by Kevyn Aucoin. I don't know if that's how you say it, but completely gone. This one was super, super, super pretty. This one is the Neo Blush Rose Cliff Golden Rosin. Very, very pretty. It had like, it went from one color to the next, and it just blended through. And I mean, this lasted such a long time. I got it in Ipsy. Would I buy it again? Probably not, because I have so many Perlice and Yensa blushes. But just for a different change, this one was actually pretty good. And then I have a bronzer by Half Cake Double Dipped. This one, Siesta Key. This bronzer was absolutely amazing. I would say, for me being more on the paler side, from like my winter into my spring and using this, like it was just giving me that little bit of color where I wasn't looking like I was outside tanning. So this one, definitely a good bronzer. And then I have by Alley-Oop, Game Face, their Second Skin Concealer. I actually really liked this concealer. It was awesome, and the best part was it had a little sponge on the one end, so I would put this on and then use the sponge, and I actually really like using a sponge now after putting on my concealer. So definitely a good one. And then I have a sample size, but obviously it's like deluxe sample, from the Sephora Size Up Mascara. I actually really liked this mascara. The mascara that was in my last Empties, I couldn't even use it anymore. I was just like, I'm done. And normally I use a mascara like every month because I get so much from Ipsy. And I was using the mascara, and I was like, I'm done with this. I threw it out. You guys heard of my last Empties. And then I used this for the next like week and a half-ish to finish out the month. And this mascara was absolutely amazing. The only bad thing about this mascara is because like my hands have a tendency to cramp. This was kind of small for me to like use. So I'm actually really curious to go ahead and maybe when I need to buy a mascara, because I think I have like 10 mascaras from like Ipsy, that I wouldn't mind buying this one. So, and obviously it's like Sephora is not really that expensive. So I would definitely, if you guys are looking for a mascara, definitely try that one out. And then last but not least, in my makeup, E.L.F. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. This one's the one in vanilla. I would have to say it was okay. I think that if you have sensitive lips and your lips break out or peel, this was kind of doing that to me. So I was having some kind of reaction to it. It was like good for the first half of the tube, and then all of a sudden like my lips were busting. So I don't know if I would actually get that again. I just bought it because it was on the cheap side and I needed some kind of like on my lips. All right, so that's all the makeup I have. Last but not least, skincare. All right, so I have by Origins Checks and Balances their Frothy Face Wash. Not a fan. I was not a fan of this. It wasn't soapy enough for me, and it was very kind of like sticky, so when I would like wet my face and get it on there, it was just, I don't know. I would definitely do without this, but of course I got it in an Ipsy. Another by Dermaactives. Normally like their stuff is pretty good. Their Purifying Gentle Face Scrub. I don't want to go ahead and blind you guys with the top. This scrub was not a scrub, and if you guys know me and you've followed me for a while, I love scrubs. I want to feel my face is scrubbed. That's not so harsh, but it's like I can tell that like I just got a bunch of dead skin off my face. This did not do this. It was too soft, and I was like, I cannot wait till this is over and done with. But I would definitely not get that again. I have two serum. One is by Korres, I think that's how you say it, the Greek yogurt probiotic skin supplement serum. Balance and Hydrate. I love this. I had this is probably my third one. Really good. This, you're not going to go through it quickly. If you're looking for a serum or want to try it like in an Ipsy, I definitely would recommend this. This one was actually really good. And then by First Aid Beauty, this is their Retinol Complex Serum. I believe this was nighttime. In the evening, yeah. Definitely would recommend this. I love First Aid Beauty. They're another one of my favorite products. I would always pick them for my Ipsy if I had to, but if you guys are looking for like a nighttime serum, This one definitely good. I feel like Ipsy's also, I feel like First Aid Beauty is not as expensive too, and you know, for the product, it definitely is something that you guys should try. So First Aid Beauty, definitely. So I know like I have one more nighttime serum right now. I think when I'm done with that, I don't have any nighttime serum, but I have so many serums, I'll probably go through them first, but if I definitely need to buy a new nighttime serum, that will be the next one. All right, Generation Skin. I have not had these in forever, but I just got done with both brightening and this one's hydrating eye patches. These patches, I haven't kind of switched back and forth. I got these again. Love these. They're really good eye patches if you guys are looking for them. But I'm just kind of over it because I used them for so long that I got new ones. And I'm like, you know what? Definitely need to go ahead and try something different. And then of course, like they changed their thing where like this used to come off and now it's not, doesn't. But if you guys are looking for new eye patches, I think these are on the lower side price wise, but they're good. I mean, I will say, what was the other one? This one was hydrating. The green one was depuffing. The depuffing one's amazing. Brightening, I feel like if I use something that's to brighten my face, I don't really feel like my face gets brightened with whatever product I use that it's brightening. But, and of course, like hydrating, like if I was dry, like this did really work. But I do like the depuffing ones the best. All right, I got 2 eye creams. One's in my empty, and I don't even know why I put this in my empty. This one's by, I couldn't even tell you, DIeux. This, I can't even open, guys. I can't even use this. I have no idea how to open this. If anybody on here got this in their Ipsy and knows how to open this, please tell me, because I tried to even poke like a hole in there. It's not working. I can't twist it. So I just, yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna put in my empties. Maybe I'll ask somebody, maybe they'll know. Yeah. Dr. Jart, their moisturizing eye cream. I actually really like this. A little goes a long way. I'm not a fan of this container, I will say. Just because, like, if you guys know me, like, I hate sticking my finger into a container like this. But it, you know, with nails, if you dig it in this way, it actually works a lot better. So that's like my only complaint about this product. But the I noticed, like, with eye creams, if my eyes, when I don't, you know, swell, I know that they're working. So definitely a good eye cream if you guys can pick it in your Ipsy, or I think he's a little bit more expensive. But to try it, you know, definitely good. Naked Cosmetics, I have their, I think this is Peppermint. Yeah, Peppermint lip scrub. Really good scrub. It's not as greasy. The current one that I'm using is a good scrub, but it's very greasy where it's like, it's so hard to get off my lips. This one does not do that. And it's peppermint. I like to have, like, you know, peppermint. It smells so good. Around the time for like the holidays. But these, I maybe use scrub like once a week. Or if my lips are really bad, I'll use it daily until, like, you know, I get all the gross, you know, peeling off for whatever reason's going, you know, it's peeling. But this one was definitely good. And then last but not least, Biore UV, their broad spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen weightless moisturizer. This is a really good moisturizer if you're looking for a good SPF. It's not too thick, it's pretty thin, doesn't smell bad. I like the SPFs that don't really smell. So if you're looking for a new SPF, this one is really good. And I really don't use a lot in the spring. Well, I don't use a lot in the winter. I'm doing this video kind of early. Like normally, like I wait, you know, another month before I start switching over into summertime. But I'm kind of doing something different this time. So I'm like thinking like I'm doing my winter empties. But springtime is when I was like getting into using like the more SPF. Even if I wasn't going outside, I still was putting SPF on my face after my moisturizer, and that one's pretty good. All right, so that is actually everything for my empties. I like really feel like this time I like really rushed to get through this because, like I said, almost 20 minutes of a video instead of doing this for an hour. But like I think the reason why like last time when I did my empties was I had so much, because I was like, instead of like 3 months, I had 4 months worth of product, and it was like all of a sudden everything like ended at once. But I like, you know, having the shortness. But like I said, in the future, I'm not gonna do supplements. I'll just go ahead and talk about my supplements in my normal weekly vlog. and my weekend vlog. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. But like I said, this is it for this video. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I make specialty videos like these. Summer is coming up, and I'm actually going to be doing this early. Normally after my empties, I do my summer skincare, my summer makeup, and then I do my summer hair care. I'm probably going to do obviously like my summer routines as well, what I like to do in the summer, because even though I'm a stay-at-home mom, you know, I still work, I still do things in the house, obviously run around with the kids. Summertime, like I definitely am in relax mode, and I definitely like, I've learned from my past, like you need to go ahead and relax. So I like to do certain routines in the summer and soak up as much sun as I can, enjoy all the time with my kids. And so I love to go ahead and share you guys what I do to go ahead and kind of help myself with that, because if I can help myself and can share with you guys, I love doing that. But also down below is Bella Bean's channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed to her channel as well. Mason's gonna be coming out with a channel of his own too, so I'll let you guys know so you can go ahead and subscribe to his channel as well. But we would love to have you guys part of our YouTube family. I greatly appreciate you guys liking and, you know, subscribing to my channel and watching our content. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next one. Oh, also down below, yeah, I forgot. Down below is also my TikTok, my Instagram, and my LTK. Make sure you guys are following me along on there as well. I do different things on different social media platforms. TikTok, I try to do like some fun stuff like with the kids, but Instagram, like I do a lot of stories, especially like I am going to be doing my meals, and you guys have seen my meals in my weekly and my weekend vlog that I don't have like the exact recipe, but I'll do like the exact recipe and stuff over on the other channels or the other social media platforms. So make sure you guys are also following me along on all of that, and then yeah, now I will see you guys in my next one.